let's see if I can be heard if my throat wants to play today. It was so long since I streamed because I've been sick, so... Or am I sick? I don't know. We'll see. So I thought I did never finish this during Christmas. So I think I should. And the ones I did, they were very simple. Yeah, very simple ones. See if I remember anything. I know the AI one was just to ask it questions, and instructions tells you exactly what to ask it to get the information. Oh my, the scrolling is nuts. When you switch, I should kind of jump to this place, right? I'm seeing myself here. Let's just pop something else up there.
Panatong says,
Hello. I didn't say anything. Oh, yeah, I think there's something new, a new feature
translated
of the
from
TTS.
Dutch.
Try to say something else. Maybe you need to
Fixerbot
set your
says,
voice.
Ads are starting. Panatong says,
I think it's that you need to set a voice, and the voice for the voice that says your name is okay, but your voice is not there. So there's been some changes, or he's updating the TDS. So let me see. I should remember the command to do that. I think it's set voice. If you try exclamation mark set voice. So, or you can click the link and see if that works. Set voice, and then you need to add the name of the voice. So the voice I'm using is Sally. Click that link. Let's see. I can copy it. If I click it in OBS, it will be odd. Oh, I don't think this shows anything there.
HC 하우 디스 사운드.
Yeah. Great, now you have a voice. So you just use this and set. The reminder was quite good timing there. But then it worked with...
I was wanting a Korean accent role.
Yeah, just don't select the voice I can't understand. So that would be hard to understand Korean. Yeah, so this is yeah, for setting. Oh, there's my information there too. Okay. Yeah, so I was just saying
This is
that
cool.
I did this. Yeah, the TTS is great. I started doing these during Christmas, but I didn't finish it, so I'm thinking I'll finish them. Or I won't do it all at once, of course, but because I think it will take some time. What was this about? Oh my goodness, yeah, it was Python. I like Python. I don't like... I mean, if you're teaching some new person Python, why use the Juniper notebooks? That's the worst way, I feel. It's, well, I shouldn't complain. Lots of people probably learned that on my jumps all the time. So it was one AI and then Python and I don't remember this
When I
one.
started Python, I was having to use Notepad.
I used the I think it's called Idle that comes with Python when I started Python, which wasn't that long ago. But it's kind of like Notepad.
Oh yeah, Idle.
Yeah. But now I just use VS Code. It's nice. So, well, I don't think I'll browse through all of these. I'll just jump to. I think this one is finished, so it should be this one that's the one I haven't done. And I don't think I'll read everything today because my throat is not really with me today. But by the way, you said that you worked in some kind of network security. What do you say? Tell me, what do you work with, Panda? Tell me. So.
I do deal with firewalls and that stuff.
Okay. I've done that too, long ago. I worked in IT quite some time, but after that I've been home with my kids a lot, so I kind of lost connection to everything. So I'm trying to, get into new stuff. I had my own web shop with do-it-yourself stuff and all kinds of things.
We outsource all our logs, etc. to a SOC.
Okay. So you don't have to get a million alarms of everything. When I worked in IT, it was more like VMI. Simpler times.
Exactly. I don't have to comb through those lovely syslogs.
Okay. Please tell me more if there's anything you wanna say about that. So, I think I may just quick read a bit of this, or maybe I should do this.
Antarcticraft's technology stack was very specialized. It was primarily focused on cutting-edge climate research rather than prioritizing robust cybersecurity measures.
Stuff, really.
As the integration of the two infrastructure systems progresses, vulnerabilities begin to surface. While Antarcticraft's team displays remarkable expertise, their small size means they need to emphasize cybersecurity awareness. Throughout the room, you'll see that some users have too many permissions. We addressed most of these instances in the previous audit, but is everything now sorted out from the perspective of the HR user?
Sorry for coughing. It's been like 3 weeks I haven't streamed, so I was thinking I have to stream now, right? Let's see if that helps. Understanding 80. Windows Hello for Business. Shadow credential attacks. Exploit the vulnerability. Before moving forward. Oh my god, it was a long time. I remember these check marks, and I remember they were not very good. I remember telling them that the VM people will probably think they mean their VM, not this thing. Well, they didn't change the image. Am I giving credentials? Yes. Split screen available. We'll see what we'll do here. press the green start machine button. We'll start in split screen view. And it's starting. Maybe I shouldn't have taken in one of these. I'm chewing on that all the time. You will also use this credential to access via RDP. Okay, so maybe we should do that. Now we got the IP. And I remember the previous ones were very like, this is what you do, and quite detailed instructions, so let's just continue. Yeah, this is just if you don't have a VM. Let's see, I'll just look into my little machine here. I'm trying not to cough. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm a bit curious now. Should I have my VM on the other screen and switch between them? Then I need to see which one is actually visible. So let me move OBS over there to that screen. I'm quite sure I have the VM here.
I'm proud of you to be an organized bookmark person.
Organized bookmarks. I kind of sort them and then they just go out of screen. So no, not
Translated
organized.
from Dutch.
Wanna be organized. So you can't see that, right? You can see just the limits. So that's not good. If I maximize that and I do this instead, then you can see it. So I've changed my, since I have this top for VMware. I put the color line that's usually up here down here, and it's supposed to be smart and disappear by itself, but I think it won't disappear. Yeah, I have to open something first, because otherwise there's nothing to see, right? So there. We'll see if we even need one of those. So just moving stuff around. Sorry, I just moved them. I didn't want to collect. I have them over here. There. Phone. So, I think this is the first time that I do TryHackMe on stream, so, and it was quite some time since I did it, so I feel rusty. We'll see. So we have that. I don't know what we need to use yet. We can use this. It's supposed to open, right? Show split view, and it's supposed to do that automatically. We'll see if this is usable, or if we should do something else. So, but this is at least on the same screen, so I don't have to switch if we don't need to. Right. In the attached VM, you will find the POC files required for exploitation, okay? So I assume these are the ones then? Let's let it read this.
Active Directory 101. Forensic McBlue Active Directory, AD, is a system mainly used by businesses in Windows environments. It's a centralized authentication system. The domain controller, DC, is at the heart of AD and typically manages data storage, authentication, and authorization within a domain. You can think of AD as a digital database containing objects like users, groups, and computers, each with specific attributes and permissions. Ideally, it applies the principle of least privilege and uses a hierarchical approach to managing roles and giving authenticated users access to all non-sensitive data throughout the system. For this reason, assigning permissions to users must be approached cautiously, as it can potentially compromise the entire Active Directory. We'll delve into this in the upcoming exploitation section.
Okay. I'm not sure if I should do that. What do you think? Should I use the TTS for reading when my throat is not okay? Or should I just read quietly? Oh well, let's do it this time. I'm saving my voice.
Think passwords are hard to remember? Say hello to WHFB. Microsoft introduced Windows Hello for Business, WHFB, as a modern and secure way to replace conventional password-based authentication. Instead of relying on traditional passwords, WHFB utilizes cryptographic keys for user verification. Users on the Active Directory domain can access the AD using a PIN or biometrics connected to a pair of cryptographic keys, public and private. Those keys help to prove the identity of the entity to which they belong. The MSDS key credential link is an attribute used by the domain controller to store the public key in WHFB for enrolling a new user device, such as a computer. In short, each user object in the Active Directory database will have its public key stored in this unique attribute.
The bad thing with having it read like that instead of reading yourself, which I didn't do this time, is I didn't listen to all of it, did I? Let's just read it for real. Access 80 with PIN or biometrics or cryptography. Oh, yeah, of course. So this. Attribute, I mean, in the ADISU. Okay, so public keys are stored there. In this. Maybe I should make notes. Let's see if I have. I may have something I don't want to be seen, so I just move it over for a second. I don't think I have anything in here, but well, I don't. But I think I have an 81, don't I? Let's make this tinier. I think I have an 81. Don't I have an 81? Is it in, like, in Windows? I haven't. Well, let's make an 81 then if I don't have one. Like 14. Okay, 14, 80. let's make notes on this. And, or maybe I should just let it be like this. But it will still disappear when I switch, right? So if we scroll up here, the theme here is Windows Hello for Business. And that failed. Why couldn't it copy? Yeah, these pages, you know. TryHackMe, you shouldn't try to copy and paste when you have the other one open. Okay, I'll have to type. This will not be fun. Did I spell business right? I remember some English teacher saying you should spell it stuff like this and like this, you know. We will do this. Maybe I should just copy these. What do you think? Will it work? Copy. Paste. Whoo. Will we have the same luck again? It did work. So we know that those things will happen here somewhere. And okay, well, what ADs I do not need. Is there nothing about the other thing in here? No. Okay. So hello for business is a way to replace passwords. And public keys are stored in this. Was there anything else useful in here? If you don't know that there are public and private keys, of course. Store public key in for enrolling a new user device. Okay. So this is intended for enrolling new computers. So not usually used then? It's just something we will use. Well, let's copy that and say intended for adding here is the procedure to store a new pair of certificate. Okay, so of course the other key will need to be stored somewhere. Let's do one of these.
Trusted Platform Module, TPM, Public-Private Key Pair Generation. The TPM creates a public-private key pair for the user's account when they enroll. It's crucial to remember that the private key never leaves the TPM and is never disclosed.
I'm thinking this is too much text. But I have not done anything with this, so I want not. So the TPM creates a public key pair. this is just too much. The private key. Oh? The private key never leaves the TPM. Oh, it removes automatically the space. The TPM creates enroll. Okay. Client certificate request. The client initiates the certificate request to receive a trustworthy certificate. I don't know what this is. The organization certificate issuing authority CA receives those requests and provides a valid certificate. Where is the TPM? Will it say? No. I think I need to Google this, because I want to understand everything.
TPM is built into the motherboard.
Okay. Your voice is so... I always know that when I can't hear, really, it's you talking. So I want to know more. Oh. Processor. Yeah, I've heard about these because I think these were in some vulnerability recently, right? Oh no, my colleagues fell asleep. The screen went black. Oh, whatever. Yeah, it was the traffic between the TPM and the processor that it could be listened to when they're external. And they had to do with encrypting the hard drive too, was it? Anyway. Is that enough for me?
I believe so.
I think so. Yeah. So if they could listen to the communication between the processor and if this was not integrated in the same like bunch of components in the component, kind of in the processor, but I don't want to say that, then you could listen to the traffic, and that's not good. If you wanted the hard drive to be encrypted, which I would never want ever, because my data could be lost. Okay, so this is in the computer, in the hardware, which it didn't say.
Make sure you have a backup tongue.
Yeah, but how often do you make backups of everything? I just did. I have to give you proof.
Daily.
Look, I have proof. Backup, 2024 January. But it's on a hard drive, so if it was encrypted, then I wouldn't be happy. I actually just pulled apart my computer, and not all of it, but removed just a little dust, not much, and put my hard drives inside the computer instead of just having USB 3. So they recently, a few hours ago, instead of just, let's see if we can lift this. well, 2 different USB 3 connection devices here. So I put other hard drives in to test stuff, so I have like 5 now. And there would just space for 2 hard drives in the box. Though I thought there wouldn't be space for none, at least there was space for 2. And that's so little. And the motherboard can do RAID 5. And I can put 2 hard drives in there. Whatever. I was just going to add here the TPM is well, let's say on the motherboard too. I'm more interested in that it's in the local computer than where exactly on the motherboard it is. So okay, so there. So the TPM apparently has memory too that saves all these private keys for the computer. Okay, so client certificate request.
Fixerbot says. New
Bliss
follower
for RD
Twitch.
_WQ just followed.
Hi, welcome. Yeah, maybe you should see the
Ads
name
are
too.
starting.
Oh, and if you actually get ads, please tell me so that I know, so I can, if there's some, I don't want someone to miss something, you know. I don't want to miss anything. Why wasn't the hi message read? I believe my TTS settings are not to read bot messages, so let's fix that. Let's see where I have the TTS. Here. This is the TTS, and let's see. Why didn't it read the other thing? No, it says Hi Blizzard VQ. So welcome Blizzard VWQ. That message should have been read, so let's check the settings. Here. Oh, maybe that's worse. My monitor on that side, it kind of has this format, so it's an old monitor, but it has the same height in pixels as these, so it's kind of okay to have it beside anyway. There's somewhere here where it says don't speak but or speak bots messages. And currently it can do translations too, so if I were speaking in Swedish, I could have it translate to English. So that's kind of fun. I'll have to test that another time. I want to focus on the TryHackMe stuff now, but I want the messages to be read, so I have to fix this first, if it's possible, with the updates being done. So the TTS pauses when I'm speaking. Nothing there. Well, I'll just but so it's not there anymore, because it used to be something like don't read messages from bots, and now it doesn't, and I can't enable them. I guess I'll have to actually read stuff. My language, system selection, disable auto translate chat. Okay. I can destroy your voice selection there. If a chatter's voice does not match the language. Because I guess you took a Korean voice, huh? Oh, my phone's telling me to remind my son that the time is passing by. So, I love everyone. I'll have to ask him. It's Security Live that makes this wonderful TTS. But I do really want the bot's messages to be read. And I think it did read some of them. Maybe it's that the voice is not set. That could be it, right? But it read ads are starting, didn't it? I'm confuzzled. Well, I can't do anything more about this. It seemed to be working, so... Whatever. Let's just let it continue. This is this logged in as the bot? I think so. Now this will be Japanese because I happen to have Japanese here.
テスト
Yeah, and that says the voice, it doesn't work. I can't test without the voice then. I'll have to log into other screen stuff, right? Just go to Twitch. I hope it doesn't start anything here. I'm just popping this up to be able to type in chat.
Test.
Yeah, it reads. Good. That's all I wanted to test. I don't know why the other message wasn't read then. I noticed that the first message wasn't read either. That's why I dug down to that a bit. Because it's supposed to say like welcome. Welcome, stream starts in 5 minutes. It didn't say that. It started with let's run some ads while I'm setting stuff up. So we don't have to bother. And that's not the first thing that popped into chat after the bot started, so odd. Oh, whatever, let's continue now. Sorry for that. Especially since it didn't end up anywhere. Anyway, I feel my throat actually is less coffee. Maybe I can read stuff. There. This is the slowest, right? Just like one done. The client certificate request. The client initiates a certificate request to receive a trustworthy certificate. The organization certificate issuing authority CA receives a request and provides a valid certificate. So a certificate from what? It just sends one. But what does it send? I miss information in this. This is like not enough. Why? I guess some people might think this is enough. The client initiates certificate request. So is this certificate in any way connected to the other one? To the public key in this one? It doesn't say.
Panatong says.
Be back later.
Okay.
Gotta get on a conference call.
See you, Panda. Thanks for being here. And I'm sorry for being slow with this, but this is a bit annoying. I want to know, if I'm learning something, I want to know the details of it. I don't want to guess. Maybe we'll get more, yeah, we'll probably get more details. Okay, so just nothing to make notes on here. So, here's the procedure to store a new pair of certificates. With... And why do they keep shortening this? Windows Hello for Business, is it? Right. So, because it's the first time I heard Windows Hello for Business, and then it's just as WHFB, and I don't remember what that was. So, client certificate request, the client initials the certificate request. So, okay, the client sends a request for cert to CA. Should I type what that is? Yeah, okay. I want to add more stuff than I need to. I might remember. I might lose that memory. I received requests. That it gets it. I don't have to type because that's obvious. This is stored in users. There. And here we can see the actual attribute. We can copy this and steal the image. There. SVG. That's an old SVG. Authorization process. The domain controller decrypts the client's pre-authentication data using the raw public key stored in. Okay. Certificate generation. Certificate is created. Raw public key. So what it actually said, which it didn't say on top, is that it's not the cert that's being stored here. This is the raw public key. So not this, which is a certificate. It just says key storage. Okay. So it said, it just wasn't obvious, so I misread it. So raw public key. From, I assume, TPM is stored in user accounts. Doot. There. So pre-authentication data. So what is the pre-authentication data? It's obviously sent on the network, but how? Will there be more details? Client login. So this is what it sends. Should look at the images too. Template, code sign, subject, EKU. I don't like to have to look at the images too. Please note that an attacker capable of overriding a specific vulnerable user can compromise it. Sorry for reading everything in the wrong order. Authentication. After that, the client can log in and activate your domain. So this is a way to get a certificate by changing this in the AD. So why not say that instead of all of this? Okay, I'm changing this. So Windows Outlook for Business. Modern. This sounds so addy. Replaces password with a private key stored now with a public key. I was going to say with a public key part of a pair made by the let's copy this because I don't want to type that, it's too long. On the motherboard of the client PC. Now let's make that a new sentence. The public key so this is obvious and simple. So with the public key stored in the AD attribute users. While doing this, I don't think I will ever forget this again. So, Windows Outlook for Business replaces password use with public keys stored in the user's AD attribute. The public key is part of a pair made by the trusted. No, this is not right. Let's remove that and do it the other way, because people say TPM, right? We don't say the long, crazy, trusted platform module on the motherboard of the client PC. So, so let's add this last piece of information that we're lacking. So this is intended for adding new user devices. There. This we can just delete. Or we can say, we can add it here. The private key never leaves the TPM. There. Client, we don't need the image, right? But I've pasted it so it's in there now. Client send request. Yeah, this is the next step. This is still interesting. This is already said before, even before I edited. So we don't need to say that again. Why did they say that again? Oh, well, I don't care. Repetition, I guess. So I want to remove this image because this is obvious. Don't need it. So there should have been a directory made, so I'm just deleting the image so I don't have lots of old stuff. So the client to authenticate. The client sends a request for cert to the CA. And now we're here. And this is what's sent. So the request, what does it contain? I guess I can Google this later. If I type CSR, which we don't know what it means even. Oh, this page is not good to link. All of the different ones. The amount of text on this one is kind of much. Okay. For cert, using and it looks I mean, it won't. I just assume it looks in the AD then for the user, right? But how? What is the certificate? Does it contain somehow that public key too? We'll see if I get to know that later. That this is connected, these two parts, that's obvious, but how? I want to know what the CA does. What it reads, what it gets, how is this request made? Code, template code subject. EKU code signing. Oh, so what does this mean? Maybe I should make an image of this anyways. So maybe I should. I just opened paint.net. I don't want all of this image. Oh, there you can see how my screens are. And let's just do this bit, because that's what I don't understand. So So this is the request that I need to find out more about later. Please note that an attacker capable of overriding there are a specific user. I think I may have seen this done before, and that this is maybe complicated stuff, but whatever. Please note that an attacker capable of overriding, yeah. So if you can set the copy you can get a result. So enumeration. Now is your chance to shine and ensure no security misconfigurations are lurking in the shadows. So let's get started by dusting off our magnifying glasses, our mouse pointers, ensuring the Active Directory, enumerating the Active Directory for vulnerable machines as a first step to check if the current user has any write capabilities over other users on the AD. So, okay. Oh, is this bad for the chat? With the image there. I'll scroll it up a bit. If there's any time you can't see, just tell me, you know. I can move the camera too. Those are timed with distance, so they shouldn't pop up at the same time. It's randomized. Okay. Now it's your chance to shine. I already read that. To achieve this, you can use PowerShell script PowerView. Okay. So is PowerView a script, or is this? This is a command. Well, we'll see. I guess when we do it, I will understand exactly what that means. So
Kitty says.
Hi, do you take song requests Noiki one Pinkie Pie?
Especially not today, Nori. You can try another day. Welcome in. So, I was going to type something. What was I going to type? Yeah, right. Stuff. That's very official.
You better not be streaming Il Noiki one cry.
But I've been like this for 3 weeks at least, so it's time to just don't care anymore. It's just a cough now. Like 4 days ago or something, I got my energy back, so I've been doing lots of stuff now. Yeah, so it's just the cough stuff left. How are you? Are you okay? Hope you're great. So let's just take note of this, and also PowerView, which I don't know
fine,
what
thank
it is,
you, Noiki
but
one
I
hug.
notice it. I noticed PowerView here. Oh, there was 2 other files here before. They're gone. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, and look, time passes quickly. It's already been like 45 minutes. I haven't done anything but read a little and take some notes. This functionality will list all the abusable privileges. Yeah, well, let's do it then. I want to do this. What happens if I click here? We get information. So this is a script, and it's crazy long. So how would I use this? We'll notice. I wonder if I should just jump to something. So they run it. So it kinda loads stuff so it's accessible later, I assume. Okay. I have to learn how that works. Okay, but then I get this bit. So, I guess it was PS1, was it? Not this one, and it doesn't even show that PS1. Why would anyone ever hide the file types? So first run.
Fixerbot says.
Ads are starting.
Please tell me if they are actually starting, cause I want to know. I hope no one gets ads. And if these timing things are off, I want to know that too. I would like to be able to like pause if there are ads. Okay, so let's see. This functionality will list, so okay. Lists when you're able to read what you type because you typed faster than you think. And I don't type fast. Lists vols. There. It's then possible to filter for the current user HR. So we just want to know for the current user. We are specifically looking for any write privilege, since the goal is to overwrite this. From the vulnerable machine, launch PowerShell, which is pinned on the taskbar. Well, it's kinda on the desktop too. And enter the following commands. Okay, let's just do this. But we're in there already, they should know that, so... And this is Windows, so I don't have to be case sensitive. PowerShell EP bypass will bypass the default policy for overture PowerShell script execution. Okay, so what does that mean? I can guess, but they don't say. I want them to say. There. So this is necessary. So let's do that. Add that to the notes.
Kitty says.
You learning all this to hack security in Theo?
Yeah, I guess so. Would be fun to work with that, I think. Like Theo, to work with like pen testing and stuff. So that's why I'm learning, and I think it's fun just to do it too. So, and this is like very gamified version of learning too. Though I would like some more details. So to why to this will get these for me, cause that's not clear enough. Add stuff. We have to add stuff. We can't just leave it like that. But not now. Why is it dot dots? Is this someone very used to? Oh no, I can't even type. No. I assume that would work. No. Maybe not. I remember when they made let's try this. Let's see how much of this we have to do. Yeah, so what was the extra dot for? In the instruction. So that is in this directory, it should automatically try that, right? This is, well, PowerShell is kinda, they wanted to have it more Linux-like. You know, there's a reason why I have this one. Let's see if I can find my little Dr. Scripto. I followed along when they were
Fixit 42 Descripto.
When they were making PowerShell. Long ago. They were they had huge plans, and then it kind of went and became very hard to use. But they were aiming for the other way around. The command was not found, but it does exist in the current location. Windows PowerShell does not load commands from the current location by default. If you trust this command, instead type. Oh yeah, it says that you should see get help. So they made it more like Linux in this. And I don't think that's good, actually. I think that's bad in this case, because I think that it should always try to run stuff from the current directory. Why not? Why not make it easier for people to do stuff? So time to stop rambling and actually do stuff. At this point, we can enumerate the privileges by running. So now we can actually use the commands and make sure that we actually have them in our notes too. So this is what we're running, not just this. So and it will add later on it. So oh, sorry. Apparently I'm not as energetic as I thought I was. So can I paste? So there's supposed to be some kind of way to paste into this, right? Oh. Was supposed to be that. Well, I don't want to type all this. So let's make it full screen. And see if it can paste better. Maybe the paste was not the problem. The paste might not have been the problem. Let's just scroll down to the same place. Maybe the copy was the problem, but I did paste it in another place, I just remembered. Anyway, if this can't paste, then I'm kinda screwed. I have to do it. I have to type it. Okay. Calm down. So, going back to the split view again. The slower I do this, the more I learn, right? Typing will make me actually read what it says. So, find these extremely long partial style commands interesting. That's a command name for y'all. Find interesting domain ACL. Let's make the name as interestingly long as possible, so people will have to type forever. There, and it didn't even work. What did I do wrong? That's the problem with not copying. Enter this. Can you see any errors there, people? Interesting domain ACL. Resolve UIDs. Okay, that's it. I'm going to my VM instead. I want to be able to cut and paste. I don't want to have this problem. So, we have the RDP login here. And I will be boring and start this by not showing. I typed the wrong password. That's a good start. There. And I don't know yet. Maybe I should just switch to the right screen there. I know that this, yeah, I used this for another one. Yeah, name IP for quick connect. So let's copy this. Well, let's just close, not terminate the machine, but we want to exit split view. I'm on the wrong screen, of course. I'm just getting the IP. There. Copy paste. So, if I just press enter here, I believe I should probably be asked for a password. Just checking what my phone's doing. Oh. Well, we do need more than that. Okay, if we do connect this way, plus, let's try plus. Yeah, that was it. So the IP, and then we have the magnificent password of password. There. And now must you copying pasting HR. That's lazy, eh? So name, let's name this one 17, so that I remember that. So save and connect. So let's see if we have better luck now. I'm just going to terminate that one and make a new one that I don't open, and these kind of all the half windows, split screen thingy. So we will need to change the IP of this, because we will probably get another one. And in 45 seconds. Here. I remember the other one where you used RDP. It's the first time I think I've RDP'd from Linux. Second time maybe. But the machine was a Windows machine. It kept crashing all the time. It was this retro one. I don't remember which one was the retro one. Maybe several of these are RDP, I don't remember. It's like 2 months ago, people. I can't remember how long. How long. So let's paste the IP, and you can see what I do. Good. So, well, we can save, and it didn't connect automatically. Where is it? 2 items. Okay, so that's a search. So this is a search. Okay, now I know that. So let's connect to this. I thought that was like a quick connect. A lost connection to the RDP server. To make sure I'm not doing something stupid, let's edit this information, and we have the same layout: a name, password, and the IP. And this worked. So this could just be life. That it actually is this, that you... I remember, I think that the other one, I ended up not using the RDP anyway, because it crashed so much. So it was easier to do it with a split view anyway. If that is the case, I will have to retype everything anyway. These long commands, and if you miss one letter and didn't recognize the command, so... Can I double click? Double click. Yeah. But just here, it didn't work to double click over here. Well, I guess I'm learning to RDP from Linux better. If it ever connects. Last try. Or I'm going back to split view. Though... No, it's been started 4 minutes now. I think it should be started by now. Maybe it even says like, wait 5 minutes or something. It's a very simple one. Simple windows with a partial script on it. Last time, one more. And I'm getting something for my throat. Chocolate. I remember having problems and solving it somehow. But I don't think I solved it. I think it was like restarting the machine. I suddenly long for normal TryHackMe stuff. Where you connect to no RDP. Okay. So again, split view. Seriously, I'm so stupid. I know what I did. It's because I did stuff earlier today where I didn't need any VPN, but I didn't. I didn't use the VPN. Oh, I usually just have it running, so and just switch if it's different things. So, okay, we're going back here. I usually run it on my fourth one. Okay. That's so stupid. A big chance to connect to something you don't have network to. That's good. At least we know that. Yeah. So let's connect now. Oh, it works. How strange. So, whatever, let's accept this. And the other one disconnected. So, this disconnected. Good. Alright. Now we can see the files that disappeared from the other one. Am I? Is it this tiny anyway? Let's skip the full screen. Oh, just testing stuff? No? I just wanted it to become the same tiny size again, but it couldn't apparently. So, well, it's a little smaller. So let's do PowerShell again. But why can't it just go bigger? There. And we just need this. And this is extremely tiny size font. Sorry about that. Maybe I'll just... Well, I don't want to go into like Windows settings on this thing. Now we should be able to cut and paste, copy and paste. I'm going down to stuff to copy from. And first we should cd desktop. And there you can see that it automatically adds a /. So it's not that stupid. Now do the first command. And then I copy all of the second one in case this mattered, because the first dot says this directory too. I did press enter, I think. No. I think it was my 5th try. So now we're at the command that I couldn't type correctly, probably. The only other thing that differs is that first dot. And now it does something. And we get lots of information. I think that's the next step to limit it. As you may see, this command will return all users' privileges. Since we're specifically looking for the current user HR, we need to filter out using. Well, filter it out. Where object, okay, so we need to make a longer command. There. So I space, no, why? Okay, I don't like this. Why is it? Let's fully maximize this. There. No, there's not, shouldn't be anything hidden behind in there. That was probably the thing, right? Maximizing. So I'm copying from the page here, the rest of the line, and I'm just reading the next line. I can't even read this, the pixels are this machine. Okay. What's wrong with this? It's still blurry for me. It's still tiny. Let's make it a bit bigger. 36 points. That's streaming size, right? I have on the tiniest monitor and the tiny window. So this should be phone visible. So instead of just scrolling up and finding it, we should try this. A positional parameter cannot be found that accepts argument. As you can see, this command will return all users' privileges. Since we are specifically looking for the current user HR, we need to filter out using, and then it says this where object, exactly that. We're interested in the current user, the vulnerable user, and the privilege assigned. We can filter out by running. So it didn't want us to do that.
FixerBot says.
Ads are starting.
I'm thinking I should maybe remove that one. No, can't I type here? Okay, copy again. Pasting. That didn't do much, right? So if I take this bit and then this bit, should I have to try test stuff like this? Oh, the where bit should be in there too. No, I don't like this. So why? Let's look down here instead. But why does it say that we should do these and it doesn't work? Now you can launch the full command. Well, it's supposed to be pipe between. Okay. That would have been good to know from the start. It's not supposed to do stuff there. Is that a problem? You can't arrow down to remove. I think that was right, but still. No, it was probably double. Now it does stuff again. So it was supposed to pipe between.
Zombie
I'm not
says.
a partial user.
Good evening. Fixit 42 Descripto.
Good evening. We're doing this. It's TryHackMe. So these were the Christmas stuff. So it's like, it's Advent of Cyber, it's called. So you can learn stuff every day for Christmas.
Translated from Welsh.
So, but they told us to run this command, and they didn't say pipes being between until here. So I guess I'm actually supposed to read all the instructions before doing anything. So anyway, we got something finally. We got the results here. So here it says HR Active Directory rights. So let's read on here. Here's their output, how they do it. And here they got the same thing we got. As you can see from the previous output, the user HR has the generic write permission over the administrator object visible on the CN attribute. Later we can compromise account with a privilege.
Well done.
I didn't manage to follow the simple instructions, so well done. I'm not sure. It's like, you know, baking a cookie and it says in the end you should do this first because it takes 3 hours. And then you've already done all the rest and it's all broken. Read the whole thing first, right? Yeah, later we can compromise by updating the key credential link.
Read the whole recipe, D.
Yeah, that thing. This vulnerability is known as shadow credentials attack. So maybe I should add this to my notes, that this is called the shadow credentials attack. And that's kind of just a part of it. So this is kind of the thingy. So this is just general information, and then we have the actual stuff down here. So this is what we'll do next, I assume. So I'll just print screen everything. Maybe not with my cute errors. Maybe I shouldn't print screen this, right? Maybe we should print screen this instead. Without errors, but no funny colors either. So there, I can just copy this. This is the text, and we can go and do a no. There. Oh, it actually had it already. I think it does PS.
Errors are learning opportunities. No. Happy accidents. Cool story, Bob.
Yes, and I had a lot of those kind of learning experiences yesterday from actually not exactly my fault, but something had changed in the thing I was doing, and so I had to dig into and really learn parts of utility or tool that I had not looked at before. So that's nice. When you get errors, you have to find how to solve it. So now we have this in our file here, so we can see all the commands.
Oh, I see. Smile, smile.
Yeah, so how are you doing?
Trial
Zombie?
and error.
Yeah, and reading the documentation, actually looking for something, that's when you learn, not just, you know, it's like learning languages. When you use it, that's when you learn, not when you just read about it or just read lots of words. It's when you talk to someone. So let's continue. As you can see from the previous output, the user HR has to
I'm
generate
doing
write
well,
permission.
thanks. Having dinner after choir practice.
Oh, I didn't know you did that. The choir thing. I already read this, so that's why I did this.
I hope your Tuesday has been good.
Yeah, I guess so. I've actually been putting my hard drive into my computer instead of just having them outside, connected by USB 3, so that was nice, a bit more clean.
I sing in a male choir. Great fun.
Cool. I didn't know that. Nice. Have you like videos of your choir? You can show that, you know. I have to try to continue to. The vulnerable user may not be the same as administrator. Please note that down. Okay.
Yes, from our Christmas performances.
Okay. Yeah. So what it said there is that in this example, it says administrator here, and in mine, here, we actually have 1 sprinkles. So it just reminded us to actually read what we had, the output we had. Oh gosh, I'm trying right click as if this were Linux and it's Windows. Not used to have Windows in my VM. So notes time. Let's add this to the notes, cause this is what I had. So I can make that nicer later. So I think my notes are complete enough for this part. So the exploitation. One helpful tool for abusing the vulnerable privilege is Whisker, a C# utility created by Elad Shamir. Using Whisker is straightforward. Once we have a vulnerable user, we can run the add command from Whisker to simulate the enrollment of malicious device. Updating the attribute. Okay, so it's when we enroll a device that this is added. So I think I need to update my notes a bit here, because it's not good here. So intended for adding new devices, but it's added is added. When a new device is added. I don't think we have any of their original text left now. There. And that's logical. There. So. You can use Whisker.
Pixelbot says.
JJPC454 just followed.
To
Hi JJPC454. Welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow.
welcome.
Less than 3.
Welcome here. You can use Whisker to emulate adding a device and set the. Let's copy again.
JJPC454 says.
Yeah, of course. Then it's easier to find the same place again too, right? And you can get the little notifications. Not that I really trust Twitch's notifications. You could join the Discord too. You're very welcome in there. I think I do have these notifications in there, but I'm not sure I added actually everyone or something like that to make it a notification. So you can use Whisker to emulate adding a device in setting the attribute.
Fixerbot says.
Generalissimo 69 just followed.
69.
Welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow.
Welcome,
Less than
welcome.
3.
Generalissimo 69 says.
Yeah. Alright, you have to set your voice before the TTS can read your messages sometimes. It's because the one who makes the TTS is updating it right now. So let's TTS. So if you click a link, if you click that link, you can say what voice you want to use, and then the TTS will read your messages. So it usually does it all the time without you setting a voice, but I think the default setting isn't really working. So right now is updating. Oh my god, I got on the wrong screen. People tell me there's also commands left and right. I believe everybody can use them, so if you do right now, you can see that screen, and if you do the left, you see this one. So you can fix it if I'm just lost and not showing you anything. Yeah, there you go. And it's nice to take an English voice so I can actually hear what you're saying too. I don't know what that was, maybe it was.
Ну и Руся начкер.
Oh yeah, I can't understand that. Oh, by the way, you can hear the TTS, just confirming, because I was using another headphone and I couldn't hear.
Zombie says.
Spasiba.
Translated from Italian.
Yeah.
Generalissimo 69 says.
Не делайте ТТС с
selecting
says.
an English voice would be
Italian.
nice so we could hear it. But can you guys hear the TTS? I mean, so it's not just me hearing it? Because I think that something was wrong earlier. Testing, testing.
Generalissimo 69 says.
I prefer Aussie accent. Check check.
Zombie says.
Yes, we hear.
Oh, good,
Fixerbot
good.
says.
Oh, and
Testing,
I had
testing.
the tab I was testing with was muted, so I didn't hear anything anyway. That's good. And you also can, if you want, if I'm like, my camera and the chat are on top of stuff, I can move it around. So just tell me if something is off or in the way or whatever. So like, I had this, let's see. I have this white image on top of chat, so you couldn't see anything before. And I realized later. So, now let's see.
Zombie says.
Aussie is pretty good. My Great Britain one sounds so bored and condescending.
Yeah, you can test different voices, but the Russian one was a bit hard to understand, and someone was using a Korean voice too.
Says.
Sounds like Richard Dawkins' tongue.
So, I should probably continue, right? So, we can use Whisker to emulate adding a device, and that will update this key that is used to make certificate. So, this task can be accomplished by running the following command. And here we have to change administrator to our account. So I will be copying this here. And let's change it to Von Sprinkles.
Zombie
and
says.
Copy this part.
How you doing?
Yeah, try different voices. So now let's go. Or should I ask you to switch screens for me? Let's try doing this. Because I know that the Whisker one is also on the desktop. At least it was quite a short time ago. If this doesn't work, it's probably been removed. The first machine that I started
Generalissimo 69 says.
had this first, and
Speaking
then they
of Whisker,
disappeared.
my cat just came up to me, gave me a right hook and ran away. Frown frown.
Anyway, I believe that Defender might be removing the tools we're supposed to be using. That's not good, you know, if that happens. This
Zombie
was
says.
made in...
Frown.
Let's see. I have no idea what permissions I have on this machine. I don't even have a password, you know, so. Or I do, right.
Is this voice more enthusiastic?
It sounds kind of tired too. But what you can do, there are these neural voices and normal voices. You can try if the neural one is, and try exclamation marks.
Generalissimo 69 says.
Zombie more like clueless tongue.
Zombie says.
:D.
Yeah, I don't seem to be able to do anything.
Hooray
there
for
at
hacking.
least.
Generalissimo 69 says.
Hack the planet.
The thing here is that what let's make sure that I have the commands that I used that worked, and let's put them at the bottom of the notes just so it's easy and quick. And this is actually the last one of these that we're supposed to run, but I don't want the special stuff there. Last one to run, and then we have there, and before that I don't need to run this. Oh my god, this is long. So first CD. Oh no, I didn't copy again. I forgot I have to enter because it's Windows. And then we do this. Enter again.
Zombie says.
If we hack the planet, can we have it rotate the opposite way?
That sounds cool. What would happen then? What would be the consequences of having the Earth rotate the other way?
Generalissimo 69 says.
Very scientific
I
question.
want to tilt it a bit more. Change the seasons a little bit.
Tilting sounds like Sweden would get very cold. I think that was all of it. I'm just simply going to wrong one.
Zombie says.
Yeah, we can have a little less winter here, please.
Yeah, but we would. Okay, so we rotate so the southern part of the planet. Change the logic of it so it spins with the sun, and Sweden always pointing to the sun. Then, huh? How did you mean that? So let's terminate this one.
Playing God isn't
and
easy.
Starting to. I think we may have consequences. Actually, I just realized that my 13-year-old he had not realized that it wasn't.
There is a good
the
chance that
same
we'll all get extincted indeed.
season all over the planet. So it was like, but how could it be if it is like you explained with the planet rotating as a sun like that? How can it be summer on the whole world and winter on the whole world? It wasn't, it didn't fit. So then I said, no, it's actually summer in Australia now. He goes, oh, so that's it. Oh, it's already started. That's...
Zombie says.
Courtney, huh?
Generalissimo 69 says.
Yeah, some people don't care about anything except their own little circle. Fix it.
Yeah, we better make sure that everybody can still have a good life. So, let's see now. I'm thinking we're going to do this much more quickly this time. So I'm already copying the first command.
Zombie says.
More knowledge to the world.
What's this?
Generalissimo69 says.
Oh,
Yeah, science.
I'm having a problem. I want to read the tiny one there. Okay, so why didn't this work? So, PowerShell. You can see these two, they disappear after a bit. They were here now, and they've been here every time I started the machine. And then, after a little while, they disappear, and if we're going to
Zombie
use
says.
them, they can't
Stand
disappear.
back. I'm going to try science. Fix it 42 scripto.
Yeah, do that. So I'm speed running this before the command will disappear. Let's get this before it disappears. We need to do this quickly. I can skip that one. There.
JJPC454 says. Why would they disappear? Generalissimo69 says.
I would
Science is
assume
basically hacking real-life
security,
Kappa.
that the machine's
Fixerbot
security
says.
has
Ads
been
are starting.
updated since December. Let's wait for the reply. We can now we can see if the files disappear. Because if they do, then we can't do this, because we'll have to say, help me please. So now the command existed. It still existed. So now it worked. And it ran. And let's just see if we can hurry through this before it disappears again. So, going back down where we were. Maybe I should just do it a little quickly now, not read everything so thoroughly and make notes. So, we did this. So we have to replace target. We have that. The tool will as a ticket. And this is the other tool that we don't want to disappear before we used it. So to speed this up, I will just copy their command, and then we'll change the user, and I assume we will need to change other things too. No? No, we don't have to wait. Just think logically here instead. What this program actually said, it said now you can run Rubius with the following syntax. So why not run it instead of reading the text? So let's see what happened. Oh my god, the text size again. I have to be able to see. Oops. So I think I had 36. Crazy big. And there, now I can see this. Okay. This doesn't have to be horrible. Oh, this is an old message. No, you can't see it. Yeah, you can see it. But I'm on the wrong screen. Sorry guys, if I'm ever on the wrong screen, just type exclamation mark right. Why can't I switch screens now? Well, do it that way instead. So, I had tiny text. I can still see them here. Oh gosh. I'll just press enter to get rid of that. And now I'm doing there and then pasting enter, and it's starting. I just copied what it had earlier in the box. I'll show you. The last command is just said, now you can run Rubius with this. So I don't really like having to hurry. No, I don't think we have to hurry anymore. We've run the commands. If they now are removed, then we're safe. Oh, you want right and wrong, Martin? Zombie, you want right and wrong. Record yourself saying them then, and we can add them. The most funny voice.
Zombie says.
No.
Right.
Just being silly.
I don't think the TTS reads things with any kind of character that are could be a command or could be my phone keeps saying unable to charge. Hope it stops complaining now. I think the stress is that we have these files are still here now, and we have used them, and I don't think we got an error message, so we should have all we need from them. So if they are removed, it's not, you know, we use them first. So let's scroll up to what I read. I wasn't showing the screen, but when we run the Whisker command, it ended with saying, you can now run Rubius with the following syntax. So instead of reading all of it, I just did. But the first time, I forgot to add /. So it didn't find it, and then we added /, run it, and it started. And now we can just like analyze everything and see what happened. So we actually learn too. So I did these quickly since these were removed twice before. And now they're still there. We'll be funny now if it doesn't disappear. If they don't disappear. We should probably tell TryHackMe about this, right? But the files disappear if you're not quick enough. And actually read their page. So let's go back and see what we did. Yeah, here. These are my latest notes. We run this to pretend to add a computer to the network. Then we can set this. And when we set this, we can, or rather when we do that, let's see here, the task will be accomplished by running the following task. And we change the target to, just making sure you're watching the right screen. So this is just for the quick run. there's a bug on TryHackMe that if you increase the time or restart the machine, you still get the first expired message. So it's not expiring anymore, but I guess I've been doing this for 2 hours now. Also, it will disappear until I update the page. So if I just F5 this, it will pop up. Let's do that. So now we can see. Gosh, this is slow. We have 1 hour 47 minutes, you know? It's not 2 hours already since I started that one. So I think I reported that bug like when I started with TryHackMe. And I guess lots of people have. So just getting to the same place. So we got a similar message, only this one was very much longer. Yeah, it says snip here. So they have removed a bit because it will be like 2 pages long. So let's add this part to our notes too. Maybe I should take the screenshot now when I have we have a nice size of the text. What do you think? So if I go to I'm just making an image here. So there are all my screens. So let's put this down here, just so I have it there. I'm just going to scroll down a bit on the image, or maybe we should just copy the text for this. I went too far down. Scroll, 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 scroll. So let's so this was the last command and the output quite long. So write enter, not Control C. Now let's do that there. So well, not very useful. A little more color anyway. The output of the command before. Oh, sorry. Sorry there. So let's go up to the whisker command here. Let's copy this one too. There. And paste it over here. So we run this, see if I'm not on top of it, and maybe I should make the size of the text bigger here too. kinda like the giant text. At least for stream, because I know that sometimes when I'm like on my phone or anything, I can't see a thing. So let's see over here. So we have now saved this to our notes, our actual output, so I can look at it later too. The tool will conveniently provide the certificate necessary to authenticate the impersonation of the vulnerable user with the command ready to be launched using Ruby. Yeah, it just gave us the command to run. So I just run it instead of reading anymore, because let's just see if the files are still there. I'm curious now. They are still there. They have not been removed yet. But they were twice, so yeah, the core idea behind the authentication in AD is using the Kerberos protocol, which provides tokens TDT for each user. A TDT can be seen as a session token that avoids the credentials prompt after the user authentication. They really say stuff not in a perfect way. Should I say it like that? It sounds evil. I'm sure I can remove this somehow. There. My god, it's hot in here. I'm starting to get warm. Yeah, so on this, let's make sure. Here are our actual notes. So when we run this, we get this certificate. It also says password. This is what we're supposed to run it with. Yeah, so this is the password for the new computer it added to the network, I assume. I should probably read all of it. Yeah, stored with password. Target user found. Generate certificate. And this is administrator, which in ours, it shouldn't say administrator. It should say the Van Sprinkles instead. Key credential created with device ID. So that's the device it created. And then it's updating this because it can. It's done. And now we can run reviews. And yeah, and it provided everything. I'm thinking how to formulate this in a good way for the notes too. So instead of this method thing, you can say just that it made a Kerberos ticket token, TGT. Session token. Let's say that. This creates a I've already said that it added the device and the key credential link attribute. This creates a certificate. Is this certificate actually the token? Or is this the next step? No, the next step. This is a certificate that can be used with Rubius to create a Kerberos a token TTT and that you can authenticate with that is kind of obvious, right? Okay, so maybe we should say something about this. That this is a tool for a pass hash attack. I guess that's what we do then. It's already in quotes. You can continue the exploitation by asking for TTT of the vulnerable user using certificate. Yeah, and maybe this is the important bit, that this is for the user. Here, for the found vulnerable user. And here is where I haven't had all the information added in here, I think. Here. When sprinkles is found as one user, so it connects to that. That gives us the full command for Rubius. The files are still there. I'm looking some times on the other screen and it's quite annoying, but maybe it was like an hour before they disappeared. I don't think it was that long, Anyway, third time it worked. I was quick enough. You can continue the exploitation. We did that, of course. Once you obtain the certificate, you can acquire a valid TTT. Yeah, but it repeats itself. Additionally, the NTLM hash of the user account can be displayed in the console output. Okay, I didn't read this. That's why I didn't get why it was talking about plus a hash. So maybe I should add an also there. No, because that would be off. The VM I fell asleep. I'm just logging in again. Should move something on that screen. So I'm feeling this is almost finished. We'll see if I'll just build that robot arm after this. What do you think? Should I build a robot arm? I have a kit here. This. Not very big, and it's like plexiglass, but it could be kinda cool. Here, of course, I have network cards in the way of everything. So you
Build
can
a robot
continue.
arm? Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Good. You can continue the exploitation by asking for a TTT of the vulnerable user using certificate. Yes, and that is what we did. Do I need to add anything here to my notes? Because it's like every sentence says the same thing for me.
Everybody
Yeah.
likes robots.
Yeah, and especially if we could make like chat control stuff, right? I don't know what it should be able to do. Like this has a controller too. So we'll see. It's Bluetooth controlled. So Bluetooth. We'll see what we can do later. First build it. Then see what we can do. To do so, copy and paste the output from the previous command. Yes, we did that 4 times. The same thing. You can now run Rubius with the following syntax. Yeah, and this is.
Ooh, so it will be able to pick up a snack and put it into your mouth?
We'll see. You can see the scale, right? I guess the biggest part here is like these long, so maybe it'll be big enough. I don't eat much snacks. You can give me chocolate, okay? I can agree to chocolate.
Ha ha ha. Okay.
Translated from Tagalog.
Okay. These parts. I need to read this too. HTTP will make it request obtain the TTT, and let's see what we did run.
Chocolates and dried apricots.
We have ask DDT user, the user, and then we have the certificate, and then we have the password, domain, and It figured all this out by itself, cause it's in the domain, of course, yeah. And the DC. We're at the South Pole. And then get credentials. Okay, so there's a next step after this. So that's interesting, because then we're not actually finished and just doing the notes. Yeah, I think we'll see. Let's hope we have all the commands left when we get there.
Actually, my dad used to program robots.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. You should have a zombie robot on your stream. Huh? I'm allergic to apricots, by the way. So just chocolates.
Ha ha ha. That would be cool.
That would be cool. So, next step. Let's check this output again here. Oh my god, I'm scrolling up and down.
No apricots then.
So, this is the NTLM. It got one sprinkles. Key type. So is this the key?
FixerBot says.
Ads are starting.
Should I make that muted? Let's make that muted. Though it is for me to hear that ads are starting, so maybe I shouldn't. If it's correct, I would like to know. So let's go down here. This is the same as what we had.
I haven't seen any ads yet.
Great. Just type in chat if there are ads and when they're gone, so I can pause if you don't want to miss stuff. You can now execute the post hash attack using NTLM hash obtained from the previous command. This involves leveraging the encrypted password stored in the domain controller. Yeah, rather than relying on the plaintext password. To do this, you can use evil WinRM. Yeah, and I'm thinking... Yeah, it's from the VM or attack box. Cause then I have to check that I have that first. So let's see. Swapping us to the right screen. See if I can manage to get the tiny one up. Come on now. Come on there. There you are. So let's unfull screen this. And this got tiny. Oh, look, by the way, the files are gone now. They're gone again. So we couldn't have run Rubius now because it's gone. So let's see. Well, that's kind of vague. So, well, we don't have much use of that anymore then. This is the information from there. Now I'm pointing at the wrong screen. So this is the information from theirs. Oh my. And we can see the NTLM here. here. So we'll have to use hours and make sure this doesn't time out for real. Okay, we're supposed to fill the hash in there, so let's do that then. There. What is the content of flag.txt on administrator desktop? This is what we will be able to find soon. Oh, I think I clicked these before to to get like the next day thing. Because when I started not doing this, I think I was sick then too. Always. Oh my, I'm trying to paste here in. So this we'll need, and let's copy the rest of the command. Oh gosh, I did it again.
says
0xf69 just followed.
Right, and it
Hi
did fill in the
0xf69.
right IP.
Welcome
That's
to the
nice.
stream and thanks for the follow. Less than 3.
If this works, that would be very nice. But we don't have administrator. It's not supposed to be administrator. Is it? I feel like I should abort this. Cause, right, we need our user, right? What confuses me a bit in this is that I think it said
Zombie says
administrator
Van Sprinkles,
desktop
maybe?
here. Oh, I just copied from the. Oh gosh. 3. When you paste here, you have to do Control-Shift-V, and I did Control-V, and then it put it at the end with the special characters. So now, look. And could I do ls here? Yeah, it's both in this. CD desktop. And this is not the place. So right. I'm doing the right letters and stuff. Is it type you can do? There. Xmas is safe. Just making sure you're on the right one. And then Shift Control C. And And here's some more information about Active Directory. And we can see if there's more information in here, but I'm thinking that maybe not right now. Maybe it's robot arm time. Do I want to add anything more to my notes? The end part is not here, so let's just do that first. So let's actually copy the correct evilwinrm command and paste it over here. And I didn't even do the... It is here, so it's not gone. This was a bit long. I run the VS from we got from. I'm out of note typing. I don't want to do any more now. So let's done. Done. This is done. Next time, day 12. And I may look into this more if I can find anything more. But I don't think right now. We could just look quickly, of course. I guess it's like more files. Chat log files. Yeah. We could just type chatlog.html and I'm sure there'll be stuff in here. What did you just say? Stuff with the story. Ah, whatever. Let's just... And the files did get removed again. I kind of feel like it happened when I resized the window, but maybe that's just when it updated the graphical view. So maybe they disappeared, but the view wasn't updated. So they disappeared actually before. I don't know. We run it like within a minute, maybe, of starting it. So let's stop the VPN too.